One of the most important principles in physics and electrical engineering is actually incredibly simple. This is Ohm's law. It's an equation used to find the voltage, current, or resistance of an electrical conductor. V represents voltage, which is measured in volts. I represents current, which is measured in amps, and R represents resistance, which is measured in ohms. But, in case that still makes zero sense, there's an easier way to think about it. You can imagine an electric conductor as a dammed river. Voltage is a measure of the difference in charge between 2 points. You could think of this as how high the water is on the upriver side compared with the downriver side. The higher the water level, the harder the water pushes to get through. Resistance is how hard it is for the electrons to move through the material they're traveling in. If we used a very weak resistor on a circuit, it would allow the electrons to flow easily. However, if we used a very strong resistor, it would make it difficult for the electrons to move and they would slow down. You could think of this as a hole in the dam. A tiny hole would represent high resistance and only let a trickle of water through, whereas a giant hole would represent very low resistance and allow rapid flow of water through. Lastly, current is a measure of how many electrons are moving through the circuit per second. In our dam analogy, this would be comparable to how many gallons of water are flowing through the hole per second. Now, as long as you know current and resistance, you can just plug them into the equation V equals I times R and multiply them to get the voltage. But of course, if we only knew voltage and current, the equation could be rearranged into R equals V divided by I, and if we only knew voltage and resistance, we could rearrange the equation into I equals V divided by R. Here we have a 9-volt battery, and here we have a 560 ohm resistor. If we do the math, the current should come out to be 0.016 amps. Let's test it with a multimeter, and if we do it, that's actually really close. Ohm's law is an essential principle in physics and engineering, and I hope that this video helped you understand it a little better. Thanks for watching.